Excuse me. Mind if I look around?
Since you're a friend of Lamb's, you can go where you like. But I'd stay clear of the reactor if I was you, unless you're wearing some protection.
Now, the reason we are playing the CD32 version is, of course, the fact that it's fully voiced.
What are you doing now?
Checking for cracks with x-rays. You shouldn't be here without a protective suit.
You're not wearing one.
Lamb told me I didn't qualify, as I'm a D-Link and a woman.
What's so special about these pipes?
I'm not sure, but the dimensions of the bore must conform to precise specifications.
All that effort for a bit of plumbing?
It's suspicious, isn't it?
Perhaps they're part of a giant weapon.
Oh, come on, that's a bit far-fetched.
What are you doing after work?
What do you have in mind?
Well, an evening at the theater, a walk by the lake in the moonlight, and to finish, a candlelit supper.
Sounds great. But first I'll have to get decontaminated.
Another time, perhaps. What's a D-Link?
D-Link is the lowest social category. When your link status is 0, you forfeit all rights and your freedom to move about the city. How come you didn't know that?
I'm an outsider, from the Gap.
So it's you security you're after. You won't get far without an ID card.
Ah, I managed to find one.
I bet it won't get you to ground level, though. You'll need a link status of 8 or more.
What's your opinion of...
So I think I need to keep talking to her until I can get her to tell me about a port that I can get installed.
I have to get to ground level.
Look, I really sympathize with you. I could give you my jammer.
What's a jammer?
Bypass software. Highly illegal. It gets you past the retina scan to security files.
That's a start. Can you let me have the jammer?
Give me your ID card.
Okay.
Here's my card.
Thanks. This won't take long.
What are you doing?
Downloading the jammer to your card. There, it's done.
Don't worry. I'll
That was fairly simple.
Taking a huge risk.
No problem. I'll get us both back on Link's files. How come you were made a D-Link?
I was caught hacking into Link.
Why did you do that?
There are areas in Link space used by security. I was trying to discover what they're up to.
What do you mean by link space?
The word inside the computer's memory. The abstract projection of linked circuits and databanks.
Will the jammer get me into link space?
No, the only access is through the special interface. There's just one little problem. You'll need to get a Schreiberman port.
How do I get a Schreiberman port?
Well, you'll have to undergo surgery.
I need that like I need a hole in the head.
The Schreiberman port is a hole in the head.
Does Link have any internal security?
There'll be foils, naturally.
What are they?
An intrusion foil program.
Are they dangerous?
Well, standard IFPs are simply deterrents, but some high-level foils can be lethal.
See you later.
Right, so need to go down. There was a surgeon's office, wasn't there, on the next floor down? Is that where I need to go? Right, come on. Where's Joey?
Never mind.
Right.
Come on, Joey.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about this music. It just doesn't seem to fit at all. Yeah, biosurgery. There we go. That's where I need to go. Right. So wait for Joey to turn up. There he is.
Welcome to Brooks Biosurgery. How may I help you?
I want a Schweidman port.
Your name, please?
Robert Foster.
There's little chance of seeing the doctor.
Why not?
I have instructions not to disturb him. Unless you wish to pay cash, of course.
Try talking to that hologram, Joey. What for? I need to see the doctor, and she won't let me in. What shall I say to her? Use your natural charm on her. I've got an idea. I'll try the subtle approach. Hey, you! Open that door!
I take my orders from Dr. Burke.
I take mine from Oberman.
Oh, why didn't you say so before?
Good grief. Excuse me. Don't make me jump like that. Sorry, didn't realize you were busy. Just practicing. I like to keep my hand in. What can I do for you? I need a Schreibman port. Really? Do you have sufficient credit? All I've got are the clothes I'm wearing. In that case, you require the easy pay scheme. Yes, that sounds perfect. Kidney, lung, or testicles. What? Which organ do you wish to sell? I'm not selling anything. No parts, no port. Send in the next customer. Excuse me. Maybe I wouldn't miss a kidney. I'll have to run some tests. Stand behind the scanner, please.
I think a kidney is the only thing that I'd be willing to sell.
Turn around, please. I can't use either of them.
Why not?
They're too good to sell at second hand. I'd have to overprice myself to be profitable.
You make money by trading people's organs?
What else would I do with them?
Open a restaurant? Excuse me.
Ugh.
I suppose I could spare a lung.
Let's have a look at them first.
On the scanner?
Yes, please. Hold still, please. Has someone been experimenting on you?
Why do you ask that?
I've never seen a body quite like yours before. I'm afraid I can't use them.
Is there something wrong? Tell me, Doc. I can take it.
You're simply too healthy. Most bodies would reject your organs.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I guess I've no choice, Doc. I'll have to sell you my...
It's not as bad as you think. When I said I'd take your testes, I meant after your death.
That's a great consolation.
All I require from you now is your consent. Take a seat, please.
Do you use local anesthetic?
Oh, no. It doesn't hurt any more than having your ears pierced.
In that case, I need a general anesthetic.
Oh, blimey.
You now have a Schriebman port. You may experience headaches, but don't worry, it's quite normal.
Never mind.
Right. There's a lamb walking past me. Not actually watching this now just because you're halfway through part one, but do I remember how legit smooth the game's box was? I actually, yes, I did. I did buy the game in its full big box version back in the day, and it did have a really nice smooth black finish to it.
Hello. Hi. You look like a man who needs insurance, yeah? Can I interest you in this? A rogue robot policy.
I've never heard of that before.
It's a safeguard against the possibility of your robot turning on you.
Joey would never do that.
Aha! So you think. Surveys show that 42% are worried about the risk of attack. This is bullshit, Foster. Don't listen to that moron. Nasty temper that robot's got, yeah?
I'm not interested.
Ugh. I need to work out how to get that anchor off that statue. I think the big box would have been something that the CD32 owners would have missed out on. Would have had a little tiny jewel case for the CD version. Of course, the box was also quite heavy because it had 15 discs in it and a comic book.
Excuse me. Can you get let me to ground level, Doc? I have my reputation to consider. If you're determined, you might ask my friend Willy. Just tell him I sent you. He has a rather special policy. Thanks again for the port, Doc. It's a pleasure to do business with you.
So yeah, so I think Willie is the guy who is in the insurance office. So I walked over there too soon.
I want one of your special policies.
Who sent you?
Dr. Burke.
The ghoul, huh? He's cool. So, how can I help you?
Can you get me out of the city?
It's dangerous. Are you sure you've got the balls?
That's a delicate subject.
Wait here. I have to make a call.
The anchor is firmly attached. Use your welder on that statue, Joey.
What for?
That anchor could be useful.
I'm always ready for a spot of welding.
Come on, get it done before the guy comes back. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get in.
Any luck with your contact?
Security have put a hold on comms. Seems there's a saboteur on the loose.
Never mind.
Right, I can attach that anchor to the rope, can't I? Hey, there we go, grappling hook. Come on, Joey, I need you to be in the room before I go up. Come on, Joey, where are you? Right, come on, here we go. Oh no, lamb's in the lift. Come on, get out.
Come on, Joey.
Right, so this grappling hook I get to use in the room where I originally started, don't I? With the balcony. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go and speak to the lady back in the factory. Tell her that I've got the port. See if she's got anything to tell me.
I've got the Schriebman port.
Brilliant. How did you manage that?
I had to trade with the doctor.
I hope he didn't rip you off.
No comment. What do you know about the council?
It was one of the council who came up with the plan to bond his mind with Link, and ever since then things have been getting weird.
See you later.
Okay, so nothing particularly useful.
Seen anything of Obbins?
What
Oh,
do you
no.
want him for?
To mend a pipe in the power plant.
Can't you fix it yourself?
I wouldn't dare.
Wrong door. Didn't want to go in there.
I've seen Obbins all day. He's probably busy.
That's where I wanted to go.
Those stairs don't look safe to me.
Just go up them anyway. Right. Oh, you're gonna do it.
Be the most stupid thing I've ever done.
So there's a game-breaking bug on the CD32 version. Oh dear. Well, we'll soon find out, I'm sure. $518,701. Let's get that written down. 518,701. 518,701. Just in case we happen to die and have to restart from here. But, welcome to the chat, Jack Burton. Thank you for joining me.
I need to insert my card.
Uh-oh. Okay, can't read that. Right, let's exit. What's this thing? Let's put my ID card in there, do I? Out of the way.
It's the link interface, and I don't like the look of it at all.
Ooh, here we go. Terra K, hello. Oh no, what happened there? Okay, so I can't go through that door then, because the eye will shoot me. Okay. There's nothing for me to do in here. Yes, loving the Big Trouble reference. Somebody else gets it as well. Right, so can I read these documents? Right, well, can I do something with this bag then, or what? There we go. Okay. Right. So, am I going to be able to read those two documents? Okay. That means if I go to the terminal, I should be able to read those two documents now then, yeah? Ah, there we go. Subject has... Oh, no.
So my real name is Robert Overman. But why does Link want me? And what's happened to my father?
Yes, hello, welcome to the chat. Future Wars was always a really bad game for single pixel items. I mean, I remember trying to stick the flag into the map at the start on that one. That took me forever to work out, and it's only the start of the game, and it just got more frustrating from there. But welcome, and thank you for joining me in the chat. It's always nice to have new people here. Right. Let's get myself back into cyberspace.
It's the Link interface, and I don't like the look of it.
Yeah, we know it is. Get in. Right. There's got to be something else I can do in here then. Stick the red one back in there. What's my most annoying Amiga moment? Ooh, that's a tricky one. I'll have to have a think about that one. I mean, there were many games that I got annoyed at because, generally because I was rubbish at them. Well, unfortunately, the Outrun conversion I'd played on the Atari ST before getting my Amiga, so therefore I never actually bothered with the Amiga version, even though because they are essentially the same game. But I think the most annoying thing for me is quite possibly how terrible the Godfather game was. Especially considering all the effort that had clearly gone into the graphics on it. Go read this other document that I just picked up. Phoenix. The bearer is authorized to utilize Phoenix status override. Oh, excuse me. How on earth do I do that then? So, it's gonna be a way to. How do I activate that Phoenix program then? So special operations. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Okay. So that has activated it. Right. Fair enough. Let's go back in there. So hopefully that eye will now let me walk past it. Unfortunately, the Godfather game was in no way a point-and-click action-adventure game. It was a really terrible side-scrolling shooter. But what especially made it terrible was the fact that you couldn't see any of the bullets that were being fired at you because they were all single pixels. Surely that override should have let me go through there. Is that not what I meant to do? Right, okay. I don't need to do anything with the VR at this point. My biggest regret is selling my A1200 all those years ago.
It's a standard card slot.
Because I used to have an A1200 with a CD drive and a second disk drive and extra memory. I'm personally really looking forward to the A1200 that's going to be coming out soon from the same people that made the A500 Mini. Well, where's the manager? Where's Lamb?
Come on, Joey.
It wasn't the PC that I went to from the Amiga. It was straight to the PlayStation. It was after I bought the PlayStation with Doom and Worms and Wipeout was the one that I got with it. Once I played those, I never really looked back. Come on, where's Lamb? Microprose did make a lot of really good games. You're quite right there. I mean, I'm not a big simulation fan, but Formula One Grand Prix is unquestionably superb. I also really liked Microprose Golf as well. I am actually thinking of one of the series that I do here on the channel is where I list my best 10 certain things in specific categories, and I'm thinking of doing the best 10 games from selected publishers. So I'd like to do Ocean Software, US Gold, Team 17, Microprose, and just basically list my personal favorite 10 games from each one of them. Where's Lamb? Come on, where is he? This is the only annoying thing about this game, is that because of the virtual theatre, characters are wandering around, and when you need to talk to a specific person, you have to wait for them to appear. The things that I always say about the best 10 videos is that it is purely my own opinion. It's not. I'm not going to be claiming that it's a definitive list in any way. He's in my way, isn't he? Or I'm in his way. But I do have a new episode of Amiga Re-Review coming on Friday, all about CinemaWare's Wings, that I'll be recording later on today.
Thanks for the tour.
You're welcome. I hope you've learned something about pipes.
Oh yes, it was most instructive. From now on, whenever I smell raw sewage, I'll think of you, Gilbert.
Let me give you a tip, lad. If you want to get anywhere in this city, you have to bend the rules.
In what way?
If you don't want to get entangled in red tape, you need insurance. A special policy. See my friend Anchor. He'll help you out.
But what's going to be particularly special about this one on Wings, is that it's a game that completely passed me by back in 1990 when it came out. So the fact that somebody requested I do an episode of it, it's essentially the first time that I've ever really sat down to play the game properly.
It must be empty. The poor fish will be hungry.
What am I supposed to be doing here? Yeah, see, Knights of the Sky, I do remember playing because I remember linking two Amigas together and playing, having dogfights against friends.
It's a standard card slot. G. Lamb. It's that supervisor's apartment. It's locked. Come on, Joey.
I'm glad you appreciate the Super Leagues. I'm definitely a glutton for punishment for going through some of the games that are in those. I am starting to run out of categories to cover on that one, though.
Nothing happens.
Special Forces, there is a...
Hey, Lamb.
I have done a full re-review episode on that game because Special Forces was a game that I reviewed for Games X magazine back in the day. I think we gave it Game of the Week on that particular issue.
See you later.
Definitely a game that I enjoyed. I think if it came out today, it would be a little bit lacking in certain areas. But yeah, you can definitely, if you go onto the playlists on the channel, you'll find all the previous episodes of the re-review on there. You'll be able to find the Special Forces review in there. Games that fall through the cracks. See, by that I'm assuming you mean games that don't really fit easily into a single category. Link status unlimited. Well, I think what I have been doing with the Super Leagues is if a game fits into two categories, then I have actually included it in both. In some cases. I spoke to the travel agent down at the bottom. He is there. What am I supposed to be doing here? No, not the lift door, the slots, please. Thank you. Okay. Right, what the hell can I do? I have access, and surely I should just be able to get in there. How on earth? Right. I've used the Phoenix program on my ID card, so I have access to everything. Ah, right. That's what I'm supposed to do. Right. I've relinquished all Lamb's statuses, so he's now going to be locked out of everything. So he's now not going to be able to get into his house or anything.
Hey, Lamb. See you later. Hey, Lamb. Do you have a problem?
Hi, lad. I was hoping to see you. My card isn't working and I can't use the elevator.
Perhaps you've been made a D-Link.
Don't be so bloody impertinent, lad. What will poor little Couscous do?
Who's Couscous?
My pussy. She has to be fed. What would I do if she died?
You could always get another one.
It wouldn't be the same. I've had Couscous since she was a kitten.
I could feed her for you if I could get into your apartment.
You go down to Bellevue and I'll authorise it so you can. By the way, Couscous likes to be pampered. Like all women, eh, lad?
Apart from D-Links, you mean? You need therapy, Lamb.
So will my card now allow me to get into his apartment?
Come on, Joey.
I think this might have been the first game that I ever played with a fully voiced adventure game. Because I know when I played Sam and Max on the PC, it wasn't fully voiced. It was all on-screen text. There we go. There's some cat food. That's a really nicely animated cat.
They're fake. Just empty cardboard boxes.
Universe is another of those games that passed me by because, as I say, by 1994, I think when that came out, I was starting to move on to other systems. I still had my A1200 at the time, but I was more into my racing games. So I think I was probably playing games like Skid Marks and Roadkill, and probably some of the Alien Breed games at the time that one came out. So. I mean, I've played Universe recently, and it's graphically impressive, but it seems like it suffers from a lot of the same issues that Curse of Enchantia did, of not really explaining anything. Ooh, yes.
I hope his board isn't broken.
Oh, Joey's crashed and burned.
Excuse me.
Hello, darling. I don't believe we've met.
No, I'm a stranger here.
I'm Mrs. Piermont, but you can call me Danielle.
How do I get out of the city?
Now, why would you want to do that? There's nothing in the gap but sand and savages.
But that's where I live.
Oh, how ghastly for you, my dear.
What's the mutt's name?
Really? He's not a mutt. His name is Spunky.
He looks just like his owner.
What do you mean by that?
He's really cute and fluffy.
Flattery will get you nowhere, young man.
Do you know someone called Overman?
Why, yes, I do. He worked with my husband, Professor Piermont. Why? Are you interested in Overman?
He was my father.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. Overman's only son died in an accident.
That was no accident, Mrs. Piermont. It was deliberate sabotage by security. My mother was killed, but I survived, and I've read a document which proves it.
Incredible! Your mother was a great friend to me. If there's any way I can help you, just ask.
Never mind. What's through that door?
It's off limits to the likes of you.
I just wondered where it leads.
It's the old cathedral. There's nothing interesting in there. In fact, it's empty.
Why guard an empty cathedral?
It's a
I'm not
very valid
guarding
question.
exactly. I'm just standing here.
Preventing me from entering.
Yes.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
Oh, yes. That's Mrs. Piermont, the richest woman in Union City, and the ugliest.
My favourite cover disc freebie. It's got to be Gravity Power. And the two-player battles on that were superb.
What's the best way out of the city?
There isn't a way out.
Then the inhabitants are no better than prisoners.
That's the price of progress.
Never mind. Hello. Who are you?
My name's Vincent. What's yours?
I'm Robert. You can call me Rob. Why aren't you at school, Vincent?
My tutor's malfunctioned. I tried to reprogram it to play video games.
Would you like me to repair your tutor?
I can do that myself. But then I'd have to go back to my studies.
What's that you're playing with?
It's my handheld games console.
Neat. What's the game?
It's called Fleecy the Lamb.
That sounds nice. What's the objective?
Torch the mutant psychos with your flamethrower and stop Dr. Mantis from butchering the orphans.
But that's horrible.
Yeah, I play better.
Do you know a man called Overman?
No, Rob. Why do you want to know?
He's my dad.
Aren't you a little old to have a dad?
Last time I saw him, I was a little boy. I was taken away to the Gap.
The Gap? Oh, wow. I'd like to escape to the Gap.
I definitely did play.
Tell what to do.
I definitely did play tanks against my brother a lot as well.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
That's Mrs. Piermont, and she's a pig.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Well, she tried to confiscate my console. She gave me a lecture and tried to force me to join the Junior Security Corps.
Don't wear out your thumbs. No card slot. Must be a private elevator.
I think a best 10 cover disc games could very well be an idea for one of my other series.
With an old-fashioned lock on it. It won't open. That's probably because it's locked. Excuse me. Hold it. Your membership card, please? I don't have one. This is a private club. Oh, I didn't know that. You do now. Peace off. Smart shoes. Oh, thanks. You can tell a lot from a man's shoes. The design tells you what kind of man he is. The way he cares for them tells you where he's going. And what he's trodden in tells you where he's been.
The Tanks clone you're thinking of is probably Scorched Tanks, because I get a lot of people telling me that Scorched Tanks was really good, but I just preferred the basic brilliance of Tanks.
How do I join the club? You have to be sponsored by an existing member. It's a most exclusive establishment, frequented only by those with the proper credentials. You mean people with money? No, people with credit. There's a world of difference. People with money think they can afford not to care. People with credit know they can't, but don't care anyway.
Right.
See you later.
I wasn't overly keen on Scorched Tanks, I must admit.
Excuse me. Never mind. Shut tight.
So how do I get her to talk to me about sponsorship?
Never mind. Excuse me. Do you know anyone who'd sponsor me? What about old widow Piermont? She used to come here, years ago. If you chatted her up, she might sponsor you. See you later.
Right, that should have unlocked a conversation option then, shouldn't it?
Excuse me. Would you sponsor me for the club?
If you're really Robert Overman, I'll sponsor you. But I don't want to visit the club. I'll call the manager from my apartment.
Excuse me.
No.
I'll see you back at my apartment.
It's a shame that when they did when they made the CD32 version of this, that they didn't they didn't feel the need to increase the number of colours that were used on the backgrounds. So we're still stuck with the 32 colour backgrounds from the A500 version. Not that they look bad. I just think that full on AGA graphics would have been nice.
Hello. Who is this?
It's me, Robert.
Come right in, Rob. Welcome to my humble little home, Robert. You know, I remember you as a baby, Robert.
I've grown a bit since then.
I'm sure you have.
Hopefully this won't turn into beneath a mirrored ceiling anytime soon.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I don't think games got like that back in the 90s.
What was the professor working on?
Didn't I tell you?
I mean, even the Leisure Suit Larry games stopped short of showing anything like that.
He died before it was realized. Your father became the project leader.
So my dad was responsible for Link?
Yes. He stepped into Helmut's shoes. Link reached completion on the very day you were born. From then on, Richard changed. He spent more time with Link than he did with his wife and baby.
Why did my mother try to escape?
But she did her best to cope. But she wasn't the same after Richard's rejection. The authorities never approved of her marriage either, because she came from Hobart. Eventually, she decided to return home.
So the bastards had her killed.
You're overall.
Well, yeah, the extra colours doesn't benefit something like Chaos Engine,
Analgesic? I want
but if you compare the A500 version of Simon the Sorcerer to the A1200 version, which used the extra colours, there's much more depth to the backgrounds on the A1200 version.
Are you gonna sponsor me now?
If that's what you want. I'll telephone the manager and make the arrangements. This won't take a moment. Is that Mr. Colston? Danielle Pierce.
Yeah, I mentioned in my episode about the Chaos Engine that I preferred the A500 graphics, and I thought I was in the minority. It turns out I'm not. Almost every comment on the video was the same. Okay, the sound seems to have gone off. Why is that?
None of the buttons do what you'd expect them to.
It wasn't the extra colours as such, but the choice of colour. Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, it kind of made sense on Speedball because different teams would obviously wear different colours for their uniforms.
Excuse me. Hello, Mr. Overman. How did you know my name? You're a member now, sir. It's my business to know all our members. Can I go in now? Certainly. But you're in for a disappointment. How come? It looks smart with the lights turned low, but in daylight, it's a flipping toilet. Never mind. Excuse me. Can I have a drink, please?
No chance.
Why not? House rules.
The house rules are that nobody gets a drink.
Hi. Mind if I join you?
Well, hello yourself. They call me Babs.
Pleased to meet you. See you later.
Oh, don't count on it.
Hi. Mind if I join you?
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Overman. What do you think of the club?
It still takes Speedball AGA over the 2000 reboot. Well, yes, definitely. The version of Speedball that they made for the PlayStation was not great, shall we say.
The bartender won't serve me.
That's because you're a probationary member. Don't blame Barry. He's only doing his job. The liquor laws have been tightened since last year's Babysham riots.
Hey, get on with the game, Colston.
All right, no need to get excited. I'm Colston, the manager of the club.
Pleased to meet you. Hey, guys, play some rock and roll.
I don't think there's anything I can do in here right now.
A pallet of bricks suspended from a pulley. No card slot. Must be a private elevator. It's the call button for an apartment.
Hello. Who is this?
It's me, Robert.
Come right in, Rob.
Still gets me that every time it says the word lift on screen, the actual voiceover, says the word elevator.
It's full of biscuits and dog drool.
One 180283. Next code 180283. 180283. Let's get write that down. Great future prediction of cat memes on TV. That's what the internet is for, isn't it? Cat videos. Is she gonna be back outside now? Ah, yeah, she's back outside. Okay. Right, so if I wait in this room here, the dog should come round and eat the biscuits. Really enjoying the stream? Well, I'm glad you are. Thank you very much for tuning in. And it's looking increasingly like there is going to be a part 3 next Tuesday. I can't see me finishing the game in the next half an hour. Here they come.
What was that splashing noise? Where has Spunky gone?
Oh no, he's in the water. How did that happen?
Come and help me, quickly.
Just for a second, you scared me. But you're only dummies. The wheels are locked in place. Wouldn't you know it? It's locked.
Obviously.
A ventilation shaft. Better keep away from the edge, or I'll get sucked off. They must have switches to activate them. Somewhere. Damned if I'm gonna look for them, though.
Okay.
Oh no. Not her. Not Anita. She appears to have been exposed to radiation.
Was that the girl from the factory?
His skin is cold, like plastic. I don't think a severed head would be any use.
You never know.
His skin is cold, like plastic. His skin is cold, like plastic.
When do I get Joey back? Yeah, come on. Nice jumper. Do I enjoy games that involve backtracking? Well, it depends on the backtracking. Which was the game that I did recently? I think it was when I was talking, one of the ones that I was talking about on the Super League recently. I think which one it was. The game where it seemed like there was a little bit too much backtracking.
If it wasn't for the heat shield, I'd be frazzled.
Do I need to shut it down? Confirm authorization code. I don't have one. Yeah. But yeah, it's like all aspects of game design though. It's like if they're utilized well, then I don't have a problem with them. There's an ID. There's the ID card. Right. Yeah, I remember this now. Think, because if I remember rightly, I now have to go and use the other ID card on the VR. That way, I get to go into it as a different person. And I think she has different programs installed on hers. Poor Joey is now just a circuit board again. I think they did a fairly good job of not requiring too much disc swapping, considering how many discs there were. It's not like the old. I think the worst company when it came to disc swapping on games like this was Sierra, who didn't seem to understand that they shouldn't put different things that were required for the same screen on different discs. Because I think I did actually play this on floppy disk originally, first time around, with 2 disk drives. Okay, you have to be a lot quicker than that.
It's still, and I don't like the look of.
Get in. Two disc drives might be considered a luxury, but the number of Amiga games that didn't actually recognise that there was a second drive installed was an absolute pain. I mean, the best thing I got was the CD drive that actually allowed me to play CD32 games on my A1200. I didn't need to make good use of Xcopy because I worked on an Amiga Games magazine and therefore got a lot of my games for free. Can I not use it? Oh, am I just not quick enough here? Ugh. One more go. I need to get to the next level code in order to stop there for the ending of the stream. So I don't think Revolution Software learnt their lesson really here, did they? Because I'm having to do all this within a time limit, and it's very reminiscent of the goat puzzle in Broken Sword. Gotcha.
It's up to you, Rob. Listen carefully. You're the only one who can help. I was supposed to make contact with an agent from Hobart. The trouble is, the rendezvous was in a park on ground level. And now I'm a D-Link, I can't get there. The agent's name is Eduardo. I don't know how you'll get to Link, but beneath the city there are tunnels. The remains of the old subway. That could be a way in.
Ew. Disconnect. Welcome to the chat. Sorry you don't understand me, but you're still welcome to watch. Right, let's go back down to the ground level and talk to the gardener then. He was Eduardo. Sure he was. Yeah, I think the amount that I sold my 800 with the CD drive, extra disc drive, all the games that I had, I think I sold that for a ridiculously low price as well. Especially compared to how much it would cost me to get it all back today. Go see him.
Excuse me. Smart floral display. Are they real? What do you think? They look kind of shiny, naturally. I've just varnished them. Do you paint the flowers too? This is Union City, not Wonderland. You obviously know nothing about plants. Won't the varnish harm the plants?
Au contraire, Clever Dick. It filters out the crap in the atmosphere.
What are you doing to that plant?
I'm modeling a living sculpture. It's called topiary, and it's an art form.
What are those blue flowers called?
They're dandelions. Don't touch them.
They're pretty, but why can't I touch them?
Because if you do, you'll wet your bed.
I haven't done that for months. See you later. Excuse me. See you later. Know where I'd find the old subway?
Nah, I've never heard of it.
I thought all boys were into railways.
Get real? What planet are you on?
Sometimes I wonder. Don't wear out your thumbs. It's too firmly rooted to pull up. Excuse me. I've got something for you.
Can't stop. Too busy.
Excuse me.
It's definitely that guy. I'm sure it is.
See you later. What other games have you got?
Not many, 'cause they're too expensive. They're smuggled into the city from Hobart. I've got Nobby, the platform game, Onan the Barbarian, and Revenge of the Deadly Dandelions.
Dandelions? What color are they?
Yellow, of course. Everyone knows that.
The gardener told me they were blue.
He's mad. He's not a real gardener.
Don't wear out your thumbs. Excuse me. You told me dandelions were blue, didn't I? Well, what of it? This boy assures me they're yellow.
Ugh, smart-ass little brat. All right, you got me sussed. I haven't had any formal training, but I've always dreamed of being a gardener. I love them. Every little shrub and succulent. Those dainty blossoms, waving their little stamens in the breeze.
All right, I get the point.
You won't report me, will you?
Why should I do that? Excuse me. Do you know a girl called Anita?
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Why do you want to know?
She's been murdered. I found her body in the cathedral.
Can't see why you're telling me.
Excuse me. What's your name?
It's Eduardo. Why? How come you know so much?
She left a message on her card.
Listen, do you know what's happened to Link?
I'm totally confused.
Link is a living, self-replicating organism. Originally, it served as an advisor to the council, but it has gradually taken control. How? And why? We're really not sure. Hobart scientists have developed a virus. It will check Link's growth, if we can get it into the system.
Will you give me the virus?
I can't. It's been downloaded to Link Space. Anita was supposed to retrieve it, since she had a Shrievman port.
So have I. I owe it to Anita to get that virus.
No chance. It's bound to be guarded.
I can try at least.
Oh, another code. There we go. 052764. 052764. So there we go. That's going to be the point at which I will end this week's live stream then. So I'll be back next Tuesday to continue this playthrough. Hopefully part 3 will then be the final one. And I can then move on to another game. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe if you haven't done already. And I will be back on Friday with the new episode of the Re-Review. talking about CinemaWare's Wings. So please make sure you come back for that one. If you want to watch that episode early, then also why not check out the link in the video description for how to become a VIP member on the channel. All members get to watch videos as soon as they're uploaded, rather than having to wait until the time that they launch. So please consider doing that. I'm not saying you have to. It would be nice if you did. So until next time, thank you everybody for watching. Happy retro gaming, everybody, and I will see you soon.